Cheers.
We're all good.
Cheers to kick off Biletnikoff weekend in Vegas. You got a couple of Jersey guys here on the balcony. Forget about it, ladies and gentlemen, the icon, Villapiano.
Well, I like that, but I think we outkicked our coverage. Look at this place. It's gorgeous.
Did you bring these mountains from Oakland or Jersey?
I don't know. This is special Vegas, man. So beautiful out here. And Freddie picked a great spot, and we're going to raise a lot of money for him tomorrow. And I can't wait. But how about your new outfit with the beautiful silver and black with the cross?
First things first.
First things.
Give it up to the big guy.
Give it up to. He's looking down on us, making all these nice things happen.
We've ducked a lot of lightning bolts. I'm shocked at how many lightning bolts you and Fred Biletnikoff have been able to duck in your days. What's the key to it?
I learned from Freddie. Freddie was like 4 or 5 years in the league. I looked at him and Snake and Dan Connors and their group, and I learned from them. And you know what? It's what I learned. Pro football could be fun. The Raiders had a lot of fun, and we all love to play hard. And on Sunday, we played hard. We're playing the Denver Broncos. We smacked them. Get it over with. Then the real game started.
Now,
those were fun days.
How cool was it coming into that? Was it a family environment as soon as you walked in there?
Well, not really. You had to kind of pay your dues.
Earn your stripes.
You need to make the team. We had older veterans. I'm thinking right now of Jim Otto, thinking of George Blanda.
Wow.
These guys didn't have time for you unless you were going to contribute to the team.
That had to be nuts as a kid coming in. You seeing Blanda and Otto.
When I was in, 6th grade, 7th grade, George Blanda was with the Houston Oilers. I wanted to be George Blanda. Then I end up playing with him. He was a rookie in 1949 when I was born. And then 22 years later, I play with him.
That's incredible.
Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
And he became a very good friend. And, oh, man. But, John Madden was tough.
Yeah.
If you miss a tackle, you don't want to come off the field and face John Madden.
Chewed out? What kind of coach?
He would undress you on the field. But worse than Madden was Blanda and Otto.
Really?
They come after you. They're your teammates. There was no room for a mistake with the Raider team that I grew up on.
Is it weird to you now, right? We think of guys like that. You think of guys like Billy Martin, who went right up to Reggie Jackson, right? Guys they said their piece and they did not hesitate. Right. In this day and age, it's a lot of sensitivity in sports, and it's like guys get hired, and the number one thing they say is, well, will the players accept them? What do you think of that?
Well, I think we're looking right now for a coach, and I think we're looking right now for players, and hopefully Garoppolo is one of them, that understand if the NFL is no place for sissies. It's no place for softness. It's no place for feelings hurt. I mean, my God. I can't tell you how many times people are players and coaches would rake you up and rake you down. If because that's the way it should be.
Right.
That's football. That's what makes football such a great sport. Is that it's nasty. People love it around the world because it's nasty. What do you want to do? Go out there and you can't take a coach yelling at you? You better get it. You better go home, baby.
But Phil, I feel like that's a deep thing going on right now, and not just in sports. If you can't have somebody tell you, look, you could do better than what you were doing. If you can't handle that, the country as a whole, if we can't take that, and you get too soft. See, in New Jersey, I feel like there's a good aspect of that. But the more and more I travel, you notice, oh, that's not everywhere. you can't just speak your mind, and people don't just take that and take it more as something to juice them up. They'll let it break them down. That's something I think we all need to get a little bit more of.
Well, you got to realize where you are.
Right.
In a normal workplace, okay? You go to work every day and you go to a desk job. Maybe you can't be as, as firm and stern and yeah, I mean you can't just rip.
Right.
But in football,
Right.
that's totally legal. And if you come into the NFL and you don't think a coach is going to rip you up at some point, you're wrong. And the coaches that, my opinion, because I don't even know what it's like anymore. I've been out for so long. But the tougher coaches, because football is a tough game, the tougher coaches survive. And the tougher coaches like Bill Belichick made it to the top. John Gruden, let's put him back in here. Guys that don't take any crap. It's football.
They succeed.
This is football at the highest level. And football is not easy. It wasn't made to be easy. It wasn't made for soft people.
Right.
It's made for nasty people.
Nasty boys. All right, I got a scenario question for you here. Is Phil Villapiano still playing today, right? And now let's say he gets a mega contract offer. But like we just said, football, it's the biggest sport in the world, right? So the offer comes from the United Kingdom's Jaguars. Okay, it's like 20 million. It's 20 million for a season. But you got to go play in England. You're in the NFL, but you got to play in England. You taking the deal? What are you thinking?
That's like the LIV golf.
Yeah.
That is a great, and you know what? That might just happen
I think so.
someday. What I really think, to show that this just can't keep getting crazier and crazier. Now the rookie quarterback, what's it take, like 3 years? He finally vests, and then he can make the money.
Yes.
You gotta do things like that, I think. I mean, the owners, you just can't take, even though you're giving. I think it's a fine line out there. I'm very proud of our Players Association,
Yeah, we've done a good job.
and I'm very proud that the owners from Jim Brown's, when Jim Brown gets pissed,
Yeah.
they
Put his foot
listen.
down a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, my God, why is the NFL the only league that, the older players don't get anything and the younger players?
It's crazy.
So it's they've made it a
Nice
little
to
more
see the
fair.
things they've been doing in the past couple of years. This is gorgeous, by the way.
You like my new shirt?
I do.
I bought this in Palm Desert yesterday.
I'm going for my first time next month. What do you expect in Palm Desert?
I lived there for 6 months a year. I live in a beautiful place. I bought this at the JW Marriott, just like here. They got about 7 different crazy shirts. I may go
gorgeous.
back in and buy the next 6.
It feels like the Rat Pack takes Vegas that's what I thought the first time I looked at it. And isn't it crazy to think
Pack.
it took Jersey guys to come out and open this city?
Yes, it did. Yes, it
Just
did.
being honest here.
Well, we got to be honest. Jersey influence.
That's what we do. We're being honest here.
I love it.
Okay,
I love it.
last question I got for you. A couple days ago, a video came out, Air Force pilot. It's all alleged, okay? Allegedly. I saw the video, look real, could be doctored. They're flying in the planes, and next to it, they're filming with their phones. What looks to be a UFO goes zoom right by it. Are aliens real? We're here in Vegas.
Wow. Do you know, I've heard stuff like that. I mean, that UFO thing's been around forever. When I was a kid, and then 40 years later when you were a kid, we had science fiction movies.
Right.
Holy mackerel. I didn't read what this guy saw. Maybe the rest of the universe found us. Wouldn't that be cool if somebody landed here on Earth? Oh my God, how about China? How about Russia? How insignificant would it be if somebody landed on Earth?
That'd be incredible.
It would be incredible.
Would they be allowed to play human sports?
What
That'd be the real question.
What are they going to look like?
Probably like a.
Are the girls going to be hot?
I don't know. If they look good, but they had antennas, you take them out for a drink? There's so many questions to be asked here.
Whoa.
So many
I
questions.
don't know, but do you know Howard Hughes? I live in Palm Desert.
Yeah.
Up in those, over by the Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
Now you're back up into those mountains. He put some kind of a thing up there way back when he was alive and make, zillions of dollars for the outer space vehicles to land.
No kidding.
Yeah. My lady, Janie, goes up. She brings people there. It's totally abandoned, but, they've got a fence around it.
Yeah.
And this was Howard Hughes's wanted the Martians or something landing. Right.
You know what, guys? We might be bringing you the next time you see Charlie Boots and Phil Villapiano. We might be sitting on that damn UFO landing strip waiting for them to come down.
Who knows? Charlie, that's important stuff. But will it ruin football? How about if we had some Martians come in and they're faster? And Al Davis is gone. But Mark Davis, he wants speed. He wants speed.
Cut holes in the helmets for the antennas and get them on the field.
Oh, it'd be so cool.
That would be beautiful.
And if you snapped off one of their antennas, you kill them. That would be so cool.
You'd be pulling for them.
Love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing this action and energy straight to the golf course in the morning. Who knows what kind of game we'll have, but you know what it'll be? Intergalactic. And it'll be a hit.
Intergalactica. I like that. And we're going to support Freddie's mission.
Absolutely.
Mission. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Charlie, he's building another place.
Yeah. You know, Fred and Angela, their foundation does some of the coolest work. There's so many foundations we hear about all the time. And it's like, you know what? A lot of them, they're big, fat, bloated charities that the money goes to the CEOs and the money goes to this and that, and it doesn't go to changing lives. What the Biletnikoffs do with Tracy's Place of Hope, they take in young women who are dealing with drug addiction, abusive relationships, and they give them a new lease on life. And yeah, they're building a new facility right now. So cheers to Fred and Angela. The work they do, it's just mind-blowing. And if you guys want to get involved, Biletnikoff.org. Join the team. We have good fun here, but we make a real impact.
Yeah, we do. And I'm so proud of Freddie. And I remember Tracy when she was alive. It's just, oh, man. You never know. We talked about this before when Freddie was called. I mean, he gave up his daughter. And now look at all the beautiful things he's doing for all these other women. So I'm in. I'm all in. That's why I'm here. That's why I've been here for like 20 years.
It is insane. And imagine, guys, Fred's one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet. He's one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. And he faced one of the hardest things in the world, your child being taken from you in a violent crime. And that would break a lot of people. And he's dealt with it. It hurts him still every day. He talks about it. But, I mean, what he's done out of it is a beautiful thing.
I love it. I love it. Here we go. We're going to raise a lot of money tomorrow.
Yep.
We're going to give it to a lot of needy people. We're going to give it to his association. Okay, that's why that's why God, remember we talked before, I said, I don't know why I feel so good all the time. Well, God wants me to be here to help Freddie, to raise money.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And you're a guy, it's always been an honor to know you. Every room you walk in, people smile when they see you, man. Really.
Thank you.
And guys, don't forget, this interview has been brought to you by the big man upstairs. Cheers, Phil.
From New Jersey.
From Jersey to the big house. Not the other big house.
That's good.